Oh, hi, I totally saw you there. So today we're talking about Fresh Off the Boat, which is a 2015 sitcom drama starring all of these people, which eventually went on to be absolute trash. It starts off with Eddie Huang and his family moving from DC to Orlando, Florida, for some reason, and it's never quite really explained that well. And so there's this guy narrating over the kid version of Eddie Huang, who we see throughout the whole series. And I didn't know this until, like, right up until recording this, but, like, Eddie Huang is a real person. Like Garfield, he is real. Not risen, he's real. And all the other people in this character are real too. So this is like an accurate, probably, portrayal of his life that absolutely blew my mind. Anyway, now obviously he's not too fussed about moving, but eventually he goes to school because they moved right before school started for some reason. Like I said, they never explain any of this. But anyway, they go right off to school, and this is where we get to see one of the first iconic moments of this series.
Love, this is for the hustlers.
No, man, what you doing? Get used to it. You're the one at the bottom now. No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. It's my turn, Shink.
The fact that they don't even show the fight at all is just so hilarious to me when you consider the fact that later on in the season, it's just yelling and chaos and violence all the time.
Fine. I do my lunch away.
No, that's wasteful, man.
Oh, crap!
I will get to you later.
Hey.
But anyway, he gets in trouble, obviously, but surprisingly, his parents vouch for him.
That boy called our son a chink. You think that's okay? Why didn't you do anything about that?
How come only Eddie's out there? How come that boy's not also out there? Where are his parents?
So, yeah, that's episode 1. And, yeah, it was amazing. It almost felt like some sort of drama as well as a sitcom at times, because unlike the usual things, it felt more mature. Like, it wasn't just one of those usual cartoony things where it's like every episode is just its own thing. Like, for instance, like, someone could have a cut on their head and that cut would be gone in the next episode. There's none of that. But then in the second season, then stuff like that started happening. And the plot started focusing on all the members of the family individually instead of just being Eddie. Like, it's not set from his perspective anymore. It's not relatable to people who watch it. And even back in season 1, adults watching it could still relate to this because there was a narrator who was about their age. So, like, it had infinite relatability back then. And I mean, even though the relatableness probably ends there, its hilarity factor still lives on. And I've heard people be talking about, like, how the show was centered around Eddie in the first season, as if it was just something that was a bad thing. And so, like, then that's why it changed it, and they're treating this like, but no. After this, the show just became mediocre, and those are the reasons why. I couldn't even get halfway through the second season, I'm pretty sure. You see, the first season had infinite replay value. You know, you always see scenes from the first season on, like, YouTube Shorts or some shit like that, but you never see season 5 shit, or, like, any season after season 1 on anywhere. By the way, this isn't to say that, like, it's that the characters other than Eddie are really weak and bad and stuff. It's just that, like, I feel like they sort of overstay their welcome when you have a whole episode or so focused on them. It's kind of like happened with, like, the Madagascar Penguins movie. Do you remember that one? But no, of course you don't. And it's for that reason that you probably don't remember this one either. I mean, we wouldn't have liked, like, Charlie... No. Like, we wouldn't have liked Diary of a Wimpy Kid if Greg was just on screen for, like, a fifth of the time. I mean, like, it's literally his diary. It's meant to be focused on him. But... so it wouldn't have really made sense. And to be honest, it doesn't make sense here as well, except the only difference is that they actually went through with it. But anyway, I'm out, guys. Thank you so much for watching and subbing. I cannot wait to hit 1k subs. Bye, guys.